South Dakota State has dominated FCS competition over the last few seasons, and they seem to always have a handful of pretty solid NFL prospects. We talked about their guard, Mason McCormick, who is a player who is flying up draft boards and many think can be an immediate impact starter in the NFL. But the offensive tackle class is so good that many people have completely overlooked the Jackrabbits left tackle prospect in Garret Greenfield. Another player who comes with tons of experience and is a very solid athlete. Where will Greenfield ultimately go in the 2024 NFL Draft? That is what we will be discussing in today's video. But hey guys, if you guys are new to the channel, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment and let me know which players you guys want to see me talk about in a future video, and without further ado, let's take a closer look at Garret Greenfield. Greenfield comes with loads of experience, and he's been very productive for the Jackrabbits. He's played in 2,256 snaps at the collegiate level, dating back to 2018, and he comes with a lot of reps under his belt. On top of that, he's been pretty productive. Over the last 2 seasons, he's allowed 32 hurries, 4 hits, and 5 sacks on the year. While they aren't the most mind-blowing numbers, he shows some serious upside. In terms of size, Greenfield has a pretty interesting frame. At the NFL Draft Combine, Greenfield weighed in at 6'6", 311 pounds. In terms of height and length, Greenfield is excellent, but his weight is interesting to me. At 311 pounds, it is a bit low to be a left tackle in my opinion. I think he has the ability to swing to guard, but his size profile is something that I'm going to be monitoring. Greenfield is a very solid athlete at the offensive tackle position. I think he thrives as a run blocker, and he shows some serious upside there. He's a fluid mover, and he gets to the second level really well. He's a good run blocker, he's got quick feet and pass protection, and he's a super fluid mover, and I like what he offers athletically. Another thing that Greenfield offers is incredible strength. There are instances where he will just throw defenders to the ground, and I think his upper body strength is super solid. He has a ton of upside, and he also displays some solid hand placement at times, which is another plus for me. Greenfield does have a few areas that really concern me as a prospect. For one, he has an issue that a lot of tall tackles have, and he does get a bit lumbering at times, and he struggles to maintain leverage. Unfortunately, it is a very common issue with taller offensive tackle prospects, but I want to see him do a better job at maintaining leverage and staying balanced. Footwork and anchor is another major concern I have with Greenfield. It felt like time and time again, he was pushed off by quicker and bigger pass rushers, and he really didn't have a solid anchor and pass protection. So I want to see that improve for him. Another area of Greenfield's that I don't love is he had some whiffs in run blocking. He has the tendency to overextend, and I want to see him do a better job at being more sound in run blocking and just be a little bit better there. Greenfield is 24 years old, and he comes with a lot of experience at the offensive tackle position. Yes, he's played against FCS competition, but he's shown some really solid athletic upside, and I do think he's going to be a good player. There are concerns about his footwork and his technique, but athletically, he checks out. I don't know if he's going to be a starting tackle in the NFL, but he is my number 17 tackle in this draft class. The athletic upside is certainly there, but I'm very worried how it's going to translate. Greenfield works best in a run-heavy scheme to me. Despite a few whiffs from time to time, I think his run blocking was by far the best trait in his game, simply due to his athletic ability and his ability to get into the second level. Whether he sticks at tackle or a team moves him to guard, I think Greenfield is going to be a very solid addition to a team that loves to run the football. Garret Greenfield reminds me a little bit of Cleveland Browns left tackle Jedrick Wills. Wills hasn't been the most amazing player in the league, but he's been a serviceable starter for the Browns. Athletically and size-wise, Greenfield and Wills are nearly identical across the board, and Wills has proven to be a solid run blocker. I think at his best, Greenfield could play in a very similar role to Wills that he's done in Cleveland. Garret Greenfield is grossly underrated. He's a good athlete with tons of experience and some good strength as well for the tackle position. I think he has some potential in the NFL, and ultimately, I believe that Garret Greenfield will be a 5th round pick in the 2024 NFL Draft.